Hey guys, this is a Droid review of the free Android app Droid VNC Server. It's an open source app. It requires root access, but what it does is allows you to connect to and control your Android screen directly from your computer over Wi-Fi. Pretty easy to set up. All you got to do is go to the marketplace and install Droid VNC, which I did here. Click on it, and you have to wait. There's a donation version where I don't think you have to wait. I don't have that here, but I think there's a 10-second boot time where they give you some instructions here and tell you how to get the version that does not require to wait. So once booted, you have two options: either start the server or stop the server. Stop typically doesn't work, and so I'll show you how to stop the server if you have that problem. If you look at the preferences here, you can set a password. So I just put capital Q, so password to connect to this machine, and the rotation of the device, but I'm not going to mess with that. So I'm just going to start it. Since this is a rooted device, you'll see that it'll actually make me read this donation message again, and I'll have to wait 10 seconds. Alright, click on that and it says running. So it gives you a couple of options, two ways to connect. You can connect using a VNC client on your machine, or you can connect just using a regular web browser. So let's do both of those. So the first one is to connect, and there's an IP address there. Note that there's a colon and a port number after that, so I'm going to punch that number in. So let's see, I use Droid VNC on my computer here. The port is 5921. So I'm just putting in the same number that I see on the screen here, and this pops up on my other screen. So password is that capital Q, and another screen pops up and it says initial screen loading, and there you go. So it's a lot bigger on this machine, but you can see that I've now got the system running on this machine here. You have to use your right click button to go back. So if I click on right click, then you'll start to see the lag there. So like if I want to double click my mouse, I want to click and go to Android Central, for example, you can start seeing what the delay is like over Wi-Fi. So not too bad. If this site ever loads, and you'll get to see the delay. Yeah, I think there's probably about a 2-second delay, but everything works. You can click and drag and double click. Again, the right mouse button will take you back, since you don't have access to the back button using this this software here. And so I don't know if I'll wait for this to load, but you'll see that it's a fairly nice response rate. So the second way you can connect, and why don't I do that while that's loading, is you just use a web browser. So let's go back to, let's just cancel this by going back. Alright, there we go. So you start to see the lag there. So double click on the server, and oh, we have to wait again. Seems like every time you click on it you have to wait. So click OK there, and the web address there I have, as you can see, 192.168.1.115.5801. So I'll just punch that into my web browser. 192. I already have it loaded there, and you get the pop-up window asking for the password. So capital Q. And there you go. You can just use a plain old web browser to view your Android device and control it. So same thing, if I right click in the browser, you see now I actually have two versions of this screen here. So I can click on applications, and you get to see the VNC is slightly faster than the web. So I'll click on that and see that again. Okay. Now what doesn't work is most people have problems when you click on Droid VNC. I'm reading the forums. I'll have to wait for that. And if you click on stop server, it actually won't stop. And even if you use something like an application killer to try and kill the process, that doesn't even work. So if I click here and click on stop server, it does nothing. So to actually make it stop, what you do is go to either one of these here. Just go to your running device and hit F12. And again, you have to wait your 10 seconds or so. So hitting F12 from your computer using the interface on the computer will allow you to stop the server. So that's it. So hopefully the lag will get smaller and smaller, and so at some point it'll be in real time and you'll be able to take some really nice video screen captures of your Android device in action. Hope this has been helpful.